Hello and welcome back to Queen's Crochet, South Carolina. I'm your host, Bridget. It's great of you to come back again. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome. Thank you to all of the people that have hit the subscribe button, left me messages, hit the like button. That's fantastic. I really like reading everybody's messages and enjoy finding out what interests other people. Let's see, I got quite a few things I can show you today. I finished, I believe it was the ladybug that I was working on the last time I got to talk to you guys. It's been a little while because the King's been home for the last week. He works swing shift, and once a month he gets a week off, and I feel awkward recording with him in the house, so I waited till he went off to work tonight and decided I'd jump on now. So here is the little ladybug. I thought he turned out extremely adorable. He's not perfect. Unfortunately, with everything being packed up and in storage, I don't have like my pins and stuff like that to hold everything in place. So it's kind of eyeball, and I hope you get it. So yeah, that's my ladybug. The first one, if you remember, was the butterfly. Now these were all patterns, I believe, by the same designer. I saw the one, thought it was adorable, had a lot of fun doing it, so I decided to complete the rest of the patterns as well. I found these patterns on Amigurumi today. Their skill level is intermediate. Really, they're not that hard. They're rather easy patterns to do, single crochet in the round, no big deal. And I used all red heart yarn for these guys. I don't have the ball bands. They're just some ones I had in my throwaway stash or my scrap bin. But this is my little dragon. And he's got adorable little wings as well. This one here was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of sewing. Absolutely my least favorite part, which I know everybody that does amigurumi says about the same thing. The sewing is the worst. I also did this adorable little fox. I wanted more of a rusty color red, but I looked all over the place and just couldn't find anything that suited me, so I went with this. And then the little giraffe. Now, I did not do the tail on the back, which was just a little a chain with some little fringes, because I'm intending this one to go to my 1-year-old niece, or she will be 1 year old here later this month, and I thought that might cause too much of an issue. I mean, Mommy watches her, and but I worry, and why not? Why risk it when he's cute without the little tail? Now this I have showed before, but I did a little alteration to it. When I showed it the first time, it was just the cinch sack. I called it my ball sack. No pattern, just single crochet until I got big enough and then went up. But my sister's seen it, and she's been really working out a lot lately and riding bike with the children, and she said, that would be absolutely perfect if you put a strap on it. I could put a bottle and a diaper in there to change the baby if necessary, and that. So I did that. I added a strap for her, and I will be delivering this probably later this next week when I go down to the doctor's. Also, I showed you guys, this was a whip last time. It is, what's it called? Cables. And it's just a mandala cake. I used one cake and it was Phoenix. That's all I have left from the entire cake. But it is enough to wrap around twice. You know, it's kind of cute. Not really my colors, but I'll be donating this. This will be going to Miss Billy, probably the end of the month here. I have a huge box to go to her again shortly. I also made this cowl here. It's one of Bag O'Day's newest patterns. It's a man's cowl, well, unisex, you know, it really don't matter. But I thought the different colors look kind of cool. I've done 3 of these. However, one of them I can't show because it's a gift for somebody that does watch. So, and then I got some of those Yarn Bee Luxe Lollies when they went on clearance. I got as many of them as I could afford at the time, and I took one of them this last week and made 3 new ball sacks. I did them a little bit differently this time, but they worked out absolutely wonderful, and they didn't take any time at all. I actually did another one in another color, but I can't show that. Again, it's a gift. But these hold my Stitch Studio by Nicole cotton colors perfectly, and there's plenty of room for a bigger cake, whether it's width or height. But there's that one. And these are all out of the same lolly. There's this one. And then there's this one. I thought they were really cute. And I like to make sure that these cakes are protected. They're one of my favorites. But, you see, oh, I got one acquisition. I got a macrame. I got it primarily because of the pot holder. I have quite a few plants, and we'll be getting more once the move is done. And I would like to hang some of them. And this has got a really nice pattern for doing the hanging pots. So that'll come in handy. Last time I forgot to show you guys, I also had made, and I'll put a picture in at the end because I know it's really hard to see little things like this on camera, but I've been making stitch markers. I don't know if you guys can see those real good. I put little skulls on the bottom. I sent 2 to Z, just because, see, I chose to get these little clips here because with my nails, that's a lot easier to do than like the lobster claws. You know, the lobster claws are so tiny, and I gotta sit and fidget, and if I gotta fidget with it, I won't put them in. If I don't put them in, you know, the consequences of that. But that's all I've got to show you guys this time. I thought I might tell you a little bit about a few of my favorite yarns and stuff like that, to get to know my taste a little bit. Like these Luxe Lollies, this type of yarn is, oh, it's divine. I love this, and the Colorscapes, and what was that one Lion brand one? Had Morning Java. Of course, the colorway was my favorite. But anyway, the roving type yarns I absolutely love. I also am a big fan of the mandala. I love the way the color changes happen in those cakes. Oh, let's see. what would some of my other favorites? My go-to for amigurumi is red heart. It's cheap. I can get a lot of them out of one ball, and it's quite durable. So, you know, it does soften up in the wash and that. So they make pretty good toys for the kids with the red heart. I don't really like to use it for much of anything else. I did when I first started crocheting, but once I really started touching some of the other yarns, I really started shying away from red heart. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just a sensory thing for me. The red heart just kind of bothers me a little bit going across my skin. I really love the Hobby Lobby cotton. I love Hobium's cotton. Oh, that stuff is wonderful. And I like the cotton cakes. I went a little crazy last year, not this year, and got a whole bunch of the small little cakes that they had last year. This year, however, I lucked out. I didn't get there in time, and they were sold out by the time I got there. You know, that's how it goes sometimes. My favorite hooks, hands down, are tulips. I have one. Unfortunately, it has puppy teeth marks in it right now because the puppy got a hold of it. I didn't realize. I dropped it. It was my fault. And she chewed on it. I've been looking around online at tulip hooks, and oof, oh, it makes me pass out seeing those numbers. But one day I'll save up, you know, scrimp and scram, and I'll get there, and I'll have me a real nice set of tulips. For now, I've just been using my El Cheapos I got at, I think they're Yarnology. They feel decent in the hand. However, I've had them for a little over a year, and the numbers have worn off. So if I don't remember which color was what number, I kind of got to do some guesswork and pulling out and redoing, and I don't like doing that. Once I put the stitches in, I do not like to take them out. I will if I have made a mistake, but as far as doing all the gauge swatches and stuff like that, I really don't do it too often. I found pretty much if a pattern says that it's going to come out this size with this size hook, it comes out that size with that size hook. So I guess I must have fairly decent tension, I guess. Well, let's see. Anything else I could tell you guys about? Well, we still don't have anybody buying the house. Had a couple more people come and look at it, and a couple more people say that things that they could have found out online that was there for them to see with our 3D walkthrough and our video walkthrough and all the pictures and the drone footage of the house and the property, that they could have found out that it's not a big property. You know, it's a beautiful house. They could have found out that it was a 3-bedroom, not a 4-bedroom. They could have found out that the bedrooms were upstairs and not down. But I guess, you know, I guess they needed something to do that day in touring my house. Seemed like something fun to do. Hopefully next time we'll have better luck. You know, it is a beautiful house, and it is a very nice neighborhood. It's just a neighborhood. That's not my style. I like peace and quiet and elbow room. I guess growing up on the farm kind of spoils you to quietness and seclusion. But I have gotten a taste of city life. I like it a little bit, you know, my nails and get my hair done all the time and stuff like that. So that won't change going out into the country again. But and we are hoping to get a few animals, you know, maybe some goats, maybe a cow and some chickens, pig, you know, big garden, stuff like that. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. I like to sit and quiet and crochet, and been looking at my Christmas list here, and I got one last blanket to do. I showed that on my last video. It's coming along. I did a few rows on it. I hate doing blankets, y'all. I hate doing blankets. I don't know why I do it to myself. I think they're beautiful. I love the finished product, but the weaving in of all the ends and the constant color changing and the boring same stitch over and over and over again. So these guys, okay, let's try this again. As I was saying before my phone ran out of storage on me, these guys here were my palette cleanser, and now I've got to get back to work on my University of Alabama blanket so that it'll be ready by Christmas. Even though we're probably going to have to cancel our Christmas festivities this year due to the long time that it's taken to sell the house. Before I go, I wanted to say one more time, again, thank you very, very much to Charlie from Have a Yarn with Charlie. She very kindly gave me my very first shout out. Out of the kindness of her heart, she decided to do that. I had only commented a few times on her videos prior to that. I'd never really gotten to have a conversation with her. And she was very kind and invited me to come and join in her yarn swap, which is completely awesome. I was wanting to do that so much. So again, thank you very, very much, Charlie, for your kindness and welcoming me to the group. I don't think that there's anything else, at least I don't remember right now. I will try to link the patterns for the little dolls and for the cowls. Again, those were Echo Day, and the cable I didn't have a pattern for. I just did cables, 30 stitches plus 1 double crochet, 2 skipped 3, triple crocheted, and the next 3 went back and did the 3 that I skipped, 4 double crochets, repeat the cable, 4 double crochets, repeat the cable, 2 double crochets, turn, 2 double crochets, 6 triple crochets, 4 doubles, 6 triples, 4 doubles, 6 triples, 2 doubles, and repeat. It's very, very easy. From post and back post. Sorry, I forgot to say that. But I'm sure there are lots of videos on how to do cables. I know Crystal at Bago Day has quite a few patterns with cables, and she's a very good teacher. I think that's it for this week. I'm going to get to work, so I have something more to talk to you about next week. No. Sorry, I almost forgot. I have noticed that a couple fellas have hit the subscribe button, and I don't want to exclude them, so I will refer to my friends, the people that have hit the subscribe button. And if you don't hit the subscribe button, you're my friend too. Just, think about hitting that subscribe button if you like what you see. I'm going to refer to my subscribers as friends, but also I want to maybe open up the beginning of my videos with hello, my fellow kings and queens. Not to put kings above queens or queens above kings. I might switch it back and forth. I just want to acknowledge that there are some fellas that also crochet and do a fabulous job. Like I have said before, I am a huge fan of Zach Stout and what he does. Very talented gentleman. And Fiber Hearts, Brian over there, I like the work that he has done. He takes his time doing it, but a job worth doing is worth taking your time. So until next time, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you then. Bye.